everybody. Welcome to my Facebook Live today. It's really, really good to see you today. And so if you're watching this live or if you're watching this on the replay, please take a moment to say hello, where you're tuning in from, and really what value you may have got, what aha moment, what little nugget you may have gotten from today's live. So at what point in the day do you start to poop out? What point do you run out of energy? Is it right in the morning when you wake up? Is it, let's say around lunchtime, that little after lunch when you need like a little bit of a sugar or a little bit of coffee and you're just kind of starting to fade away? Or is it around dinner time, in the evening? What point in the day do you start to feel your energy just kind of draining from you and you start to poop out? So I would love for you to share in the chat, what part of the day is that? Is that the morning where you just can't get going until you have a couple of cups of coffee and moving around? So share with me, because what I want to share with you today, first of all, is some tips and how to set yourself up to win the day. And what that means is really not pooping out, how to keep your energy vibrant, how to keep going so that you don't poop out in the day. You see, the number one cause of, let me put it to you this way, of conflict. Sorry, I'm stumbling over my words, but I really want to say this right so that you can hit it home. So it hits home for you. The number one cause of conflict in our relationships is miscommunication. And the number one cause of that miscommunication is the fact that we are pooped out, which makes us tired and frustrated and kind of irritable and moody at certain parts in the day. You know, those people that don't talk to me in the morning before I have my coffee, or at the end of the day, look, I'm tired, I have nothing left for you. You know, those people who actually show up like that? There is a specific way that you can set yourself up to win the day so you're not that cranky, irritable person at any moment of the day. So if you want to hear my top 3 tips for setting yourself up to win the day, and by win the day, I mean not to be exhausted, not to be cranky, not to be irritable, and to really have the energy and vibrancy from beginning of the day to the end of the day. When you're watching this, put a 1 in the chat at this point. Just put a 1 in the chat so that I know that these tips is something that may benefit you if you're on this live today. So the first tip that I want to share, well, first of all, let me back up a little bit. I want to share a story with you. I want to share a story of when I was building my business. Yes, it's morning and I'm having my coffee. When I was building my business, I was working early in the morning, still having my day job in the day, and then working when I came home and working on the weekends. So I was so driven and such a high achiever to really get my business, my first real estate business, off the ground, that I was working day and night, night and day. I guess you've heard the expression burning the candle at both ends. But as a result, I was a burnt out, stressed out, overwhelmed mess. And my family got my leftovers from my day job, my leftovers from the work that I did in my business. And those leftovers were not pretty. I was frustrated. I was stressed out. I was irritable. I was cranky, and I didn't have the space for other people to need me or to have energy to give to anyone. And as a result, my health suffered, my mood suffered, and my relationship suffered in the process. So if you can relate to any of those feelings, burnt out, stressed out, overwhelmed, moody, and your relationships are starting to suffer, or you're starting to feel some health issues. For me, it's like tension in my neck. Put a 2 in the chat if any of this resonates or relates to you. So here's what I didn't do. I didn't set myself up to win the day. I was losing at life, even though I was becoming successful. Most of you, most of us, don't set ourselves up to win at life, to have success and good health and vibrant relationships and joy, because we let the day rule us and we let the day run us. And we are not intentional in how we build, how we set up our day so that we're taking care of ourselves, so that we come out vibrant, healthy, joyful at the end of the day. And I like to say, like, we're on our A game all the time. So 3 tips to win the day. First tip, create a morning routine. One of the things that I love about my dog is she's got her morning routine. And if she's off her routine, you will get woofed at. She needs to, run downstairs like a bat out of hell. She needs to grab her toys out of the box first thing in the morning. And then she's got to go for her walk before she eats. And then when she comes back in, she's got to run around more. She'll have her breakfast, and then she'll go back to bed, which I know a lot of us wish we could do. And then she's ready for the day. Literally, that's her routine. And if you get her off of that routine, she is, she's not happy about it, and she lets you know about it. And so one of the things that we can learn from the animals in our lives is what morning routine will set you up to win the day. So here's what I want to actually drive home. Morning routines are individual for you. What I'm going to do is make some suggestions. Here's the suggestions I have for you. I'm not going to keep telling you this is what I'm going to do, but wake up and give yourself enough time to do what you need to do to energize yourself to take on the day. It could be a certain drink that you need to drink. For me, I drink hot lemon water with apple cider vinegar and a little amino acids in it. That kind of that's my routine. If I don't have that in the morning, I kind of feel like, I'm not going to be performing at my best. Maybe you need a little bit of a morning routine of a meditation or a song or a workout or a yoga, but give yourself enough time in the morning for you. One of the things that really starts to derail us is this. Picking up this first thing in the morning, putting your glasses on or your eyes are still blurred, to seeing what turmoil, what fires you need to put out first thing in the morning. My strong suggestion to you, and how I coach my clients as well, is don't do this first thing in the morning. Do not. Give yourself an hour of time to you, time to stretch, time to take a walk, have some fresh air, have some quiet time and meditation and planning the day, maybe reading or listening to a podcast before you jump into your social media and your emails, because that's a sure way to start your day off stressed. Hi, Brandon. Good morning. Hi, Gabby. Oh, 2 of my favorite people in the world. Thanks for joining. And so that is the first tip or trick that I have for you to win the day. Give yourself at least an hour for a morning routine that will energize you and that doesn't pull out your energy. And surely your social media, your emails is putting you on other people's agendas. Give yourself that time to whatever it is that fuels you to go for the day. Tip number 2, plan your day. Get some kind of planner, and in that planner, make sure that you plan the structure of your day and be congruent to the planning. And also remember that, yes, things happen. Life happens that may throw you off your plan. That's okay. That's okay. But at least have one or two things for your personal life or for your business that gets to be accomplished by the end of your day, that are non-negotiables, so that you can feel that you've made some progress towards whatever it is, your business is, your dreams, your goals, your hopes, your personal health and development, whatever that looks like for you. Plan the day out and really make sure that you plan in time to take care of yourself throughout the day. And so let's get back to the emails and social media. When you have these notifications popping up every time somebody comments or likes or an email comes in, and you're a slave to this, it's going to put a little bit more stress on your day. So here's what I recommend and how I coach my clients. Set aside time for your emails. Set aside a certain amount of time that you work on emails that are important to you, people that you need to reach out to, people that you need to move forward in, the planning of your business or your life or your work day. Set aside time for that. Not to respond to emails that come in, but set aside a specific amount of time for you to do your important emails. Then at another point in the day, set aside a certain amount of time for you to respond to other people's emails. And really just go through that inbox, but be intentional and strategic about when you answer these emails. Trust me, it really helps with your mental energy and physical stamina to get through the day. My third tip, the transitions. The transitions, how you move from one task to another. Is your schedule back to back to back to back to back, and you don't have time to breathe, or you're running to I have 2 minutes to go to the bathroom, or I haven't had any water to drink all day, or you haven't had nourishing snacks to fuel your body. The transitions are important for you to show up 100% as your full empowered self throughout the day, on your A game for your clients, your customers, your coworkers, your employees, your employers, to get the best of you, not what's left over for you. So if you think about this analogy of a racetrack, going around the track like crazy, and I got this from one of my coaches. The guy that's ahead and winning the race is the one that stops for a pit stop. And I remember when I used to watch races, I used to wonder, why are they stopping? They're ahead. They should just keep going. Well, here's the thing. They're stopping to re-energize, to refuel, to make sure that they're firing on all cylinders before a flat tire, before they're out of gas, before the engine cracks, whatever that looks like. Right, Gabby? Yes, these are important reminders. And a lot of times we don't set ourselves up to win. We just kind of let the day kind of carry us, and not to be intentional to set up to make sure that you have the energy that you need to finish the day as strong as you began it. So here's what I mean by transitions. You set aside a certain amount of time. Let's go back to the emails. Let's say you're working on your emails for an hour. I would say to do that at 50 minutes, give yourself 50 minutes to work on your emails, and then take a 5 to 10 minute re-energizing break. That could mean getting up, walking around, taking a drink of water. For me, a lot of times it's chasing the dog around the coffee table. Get moving so that your blood is flowing, you're breathing, and you're getting re-energized for the next task, for the next hour. Honestly, don't spend more than an hour on each task, because that's when you start to feel physically and mentally drained. The other important transition is, to make sure that when you are leaving your your work mode, your desk mode, whether it's in the office or if you're working at home and chasing Lexi. Yes, oh my God, that's part of her routine. If I don't, okay, Gabby, you enjoy this. 12 o'clock, if I haven't stopped working and I schedule that in my day to stop working and take our lunch break, if I don't start working at 12, this little puppy knows what time it is, and she starts woofing at me. So I would suggest you all get a puppy that will woof at you to remind you to take your breaks. And honestly, when I got this dog, is she here? Yeah, see her back there? Look, my little office mate. When I got this dog, it was with the intention of making sure I didn't become a workaholic and stress myself out. So when you are shut down, and be committed to shutting down at a certain time of the day, and you're going to be with your family, don't just run from your desk to your family, or when you're in traffic and you pull into the driveway and run right into the house. The transition of moving from work mode to family mode is imperative for your relationships, to take the time to release, that's the word I'm looking for, release the energy of the day and re-energize yourself to be the mom, the daughter, the husband, the wife, the friend that you need to be all in your personal life. Learning how to manage these transitions and set up your day to win is imperative in living a high performance life. Imperative. So I just want to end on that note, to know that, for you to know that if it's to be, it's up to me. Yes, Gabby. And you know what? When you say have balance, you know what a lot of people think? That it's got to be equal, 50-50 in relationships. First of all, it's got to be 100%, 100%. There's no 50-50 in my relationship. But second of all, balance is going to look different every day. Don't be attached to it. Schedule in balance. Schedule in fun. If I learned nothing in the last few years of my life, as all work and no play makes Eva a really dull girl. Schedule in fun. That is a part of winning the day. Schedule in time to laugh. Reach out to a friend that you know will give you a laugh and won't bring you down. You don't want those Debbie Downer friends. So I appreciate you actually reminding me, Gabby, to touch on that very important point. One of the things I do in transition that I want to share with you is just, I play some music sometimes and just dance around silly if I feel my energy waning and wanting to just and I don't have enough to finish the day. So dance like nobody's watching, or dance like everybody's watching. One of my favorite songs is Pharrell's Happy. I love to start my day with that. I love to start my day with empowering songs sometimes too, or reading. So my morning routine sometimes varies, but I do make sure I have 2 hours in the morning before I sit at this computer or open my phone or do anything like that. And so therefore I get up anywhere between 5:30 and 6 o'clock so I can have the time. All right, guys, my time is up. Love you for joining. Thanks, Gabby. I appreciate you you sharing and reminding me how much I love you and what we need to do to win our day and not be losers and make cranky pants at the end of the day. Have a good day, and I will talk to you all soon. Bye.